Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Triple R Ryan's Real Reactions, and today we are watching a Saturday EWU Bodycam video. This one is titled "Cop Calls 911 After Discovering Son's Horrifying Secret." This has 5.2 million views in 3 weeks. Good God. If I got that on Triple R, I think I'd be able to retire. Here we go.
When a woman out for a jog is struck and killed in broad daylight, Arizona deputies scramble to find the truck that fled the scene. But their desperate search for the perpetrator takes a shocking turn when they receive a phone call no one saw coming.
I'm not asking for favoritism, but everyone's going to know anyways.
Okay.
I'm a lieutenant with Phoenix PD. It's my son.
That's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of February 24th, 2024, dispatchers receive an urgent 911 call.
I just witnessed a hit and run, and this lady needs an ambulance immediately. This vehicle just drove off. It was a Ford F-250, Ford Super Duty. The woman was just running along the side of the road, and the guy just drove and hit her.
First of all, what a monster you have to be to not be paying attention to hit somebody on the side of the road. What kind of evil human being do you have to be to drive off? Not even check up on the person or call 911 and just drive off and think you're going to get away with it. I mean, it's not, you could say if it was 10 p.m. at night, why were you jogging on the side of the road? It's daytime.
For no reason at all.
Okay, so she was walking?
Okay, thank you. She was just taking a jog, and somebody just drove off the side of the road and purposely hit her.
Oh, wow, and purposely hit her. Holy moly. Thank God there was a witness.
I just did in my rearview mirror. I don't know if this truck is coming back. I think he's coming back. I think the guy is coming back. He drove west, and he came back to the scene, but he's still in his truck, and he looks like he's going to drive away, but I don't know what he's doing.
Is she conscious?
I don't think so. I think she was breathing. That's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it.
A Maricopa County deputy arrives as the caller points to the suspect's vehicle, but it once again turns and flees the scene.
Probably went back, saw that they weren't moving, and look, you could see her shoe, her running shoe right there, and was like, oh, maybe nobody saw it. Oh, I'm just going to get away with it.
With the deputy unable to leave the victim's side, a civilian volunteers to follow the suspect, but quickly loses sight of them. Though the deputy attempts to help the victim, the woman shows no sign of life. At 10:02 a.m., she's pronounced deceased.
Oh, that's terrible.
As backup arrives, they work to locate some form of identification.
Terrible.
But find only her cell phone.
God, poor kid. I don't think she felt it.
Looks like she had a kid, too.
Scattered along the roadway are her white earbuds, glasses, and pieces of a headlight. Her shoes were thrown from her feet, with one lying more than 70 feet from the other.
Oh, my Lord. That truck definitely hit her going a very decent speed. 70 feet away, her shoe flew. I mean, that's no joke.
A brutal indication of how violently she was struck.
My God.
Hey, just letting you know and let Sergeant know.
It's like you can't do anything anymore, right? If you go to the movie theater, the movie could get shot up, right? If you go to the mall, there could be a shooting. You go to a concert. If you're jogging on the side of a road in the middle of the daytime, some psychopath could veer over on purpose and hit you. It's like, that's why I stay in a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I stay in a lot because there are so many psychos out there. What can you even do anymore where you're considered safe?
There's a possible next of kin over by his grant. He said that the wife and mom were out running, and they can't get a hold of her. So
that sucks,
the man provides the phone number for his wife, 43-year-old Lisa Mancuso.
Rest in peace, Lisa.
A deputy calls it, and in a tragic confirmation, the victim's phone rings.
No. Oh.
It isn't long before another family member arrives at the scene.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, what's going on, officer? My son just called me. He's crying and everything. He was right here.
He lives on the other side.
He lives right over there.
You're gonna have to go down to Galvin, up Central.
Oh my God! So it happened basically right in front of a relative's house.
Is he somebody hit by a car or something?
They will be able to fill you in.
The man is Lisa's father-in-law. He rushes to her home where deputies are speaking with Lisa's husband and young son.
Oh.
Their emotions spill over as they learn the cause of her death.
Oh my God! Oh. Where's the son of a...
That would be my first thought. 100%. Where is the dude that did it and drove off? Oh. That gets my blood boiling. And I'm not even in the situation. I know many of you can agree.
Looking for hit and run? Terrible, isn't it? You know what? We were complaining about a stop sign here.
They better have added the stop sign now.
Miles an hour down this road. I know you guys are spread thin. I realize that.
You have every reason to be upset. So.
Damn, the cop sounds like freaking Bane or something. You have every reason to be upset. Sounds like a Saw character.
Yeah, I know.
No, just what would pass the house.
Lisa's husband, Stephen, attempts to pull up their security footage while friends and family try to comfort the young boy who has just lost his mother.
Look, as someone who lost his mom at a young age, I was 16 years old, lost my mom to cancer. You know, obviously not in as violent of a way as this. It's almost unfathomable. You can't ever understand what your life is about to... Your life changes completely. Just plain simple. You know, my life changed completely. His life's about to change completely. And I at least had some time to mentally prepare, although that does absolutely nothing. You can mentally prepare for anything, but once it happens, you're still getting hit with it the same way.
You're gonna be all right, buddy. It's all right.
It's crazy though that they were right down the street.
It's better, but dude, I'm just in utter shock right now. Like, I can't even think of it.
Overcome with emotion, Stephen takes his son inside the home for a break.
Good.
While his father stays outside with deputies.
How bad is Lisa looking? Bad?
I mean...
Did they not know that he's... Oh, they know that she passed... Oh, they were like, how bad's the body? Or
No, I wouldn't recommend seeing her right now. How's that? That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I understand. Oh, this is going to be devastating for him and his son.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Lisa there?
Yeah, sir. I'm sorry to say this, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, her poor son.
Back at the...
Oh, my gosh. The fact that they're so close... And the son was probably looking over at, you know, I'm sure they covered the body, but like, oh my Lord, man.
Scene, deputies gather statements from witnesses.
Gosh.
I noticed this woman in black, workout clothes, if you will, jogging.
Okay.
She wasn't anywhere near to begin with. In my own personal opinion,
Right.
not seeing the details,
Right.
as far off as she was,
Right.
You had to purposely do it.
shame on me for saying this, there had to have been intent.
Also, when somebody has running shoes on, the AirPods in, the sunglasses, that's someone that runs. You know, it's not like, someone that doesn't know the etiquette of running. You know, I would imagine clearly understands where to be on the side of the road, which there's nothing illegal about running or jogging as long as you're not in the harm's way of any traffic.
The 911 caller who saw the tragedy unfold in his rearview mirror also told dispatchers the incident looked very intentional, but deputies aren't quite certain that's the case.
Also, this video, I wanted to just say, this video here, I think I want to do next Saturday because I kind of want to, oh, crap, wrong video. I want to do one of these every week. No. Where is it? EWU Bodycam. It's worth looking for in my things here. I favored it. Look at all the videos I have favorited. Okay, it is this, dude. This video right here. Look at the title of this video. Killer son uploads dad's head to YouTube. What in the world? So I'm gonna watch that next week. I saw that title and I was like, that just came out 2 days ago. I couldn't believe I was reading that.
Wow. So originally he said it looked intentional. Okay. But then when I asked him about, did the vehicle like abruptly turn into it? And he said no, it was just a gradual.
Might have been a thing where somebody was texting on their phone, you know, and your car drifts, and then boom, last second.
Went over like 692 or just distracted or something. Yeah.
But you leave.
Yeah, that's
maybe big truck.
Yeah.
Call it play dumb.
Yep.
You came back.
Back. If you thought I just hit a box in the road.
Yeah.
According to witnesses, the truck ultimately made 2 U-turns near the crash site before fleeing the scene for a final time. While the cameras at Lisa's house weren't working, investigators obtained...
The cameras never seem to work at the houses, huh? Doesn't that seem to be the case? Everybody has a Ring camera these days. None of them end up working. Except for Chris Watt's neighbor. Loser, Chris.
A clear view of the truck just before impact from a nearby residence.
Okay, there you go.
The 911 caller's SUV passes the home, followed moments later by the suspect's truck after rolling through a stop sign. The collision itself happens off camera, but the sound of the impact is fully captured.
Oof. Oh.
Despite clear footage of the truck and...
That ain't no... You do something like that, that's not no box. A thud that loud from how far away that even was, that's no box. That's not an animal even. That would be like hitting a deer head on.
Several witnesses, investigators are only able to get a partial license plate. Once images of the vehicle begin circulating on social media, deputies receive a shocking phone call they never expected.
Sheriff's Office, how may I help you?
Hi, my name is Ben Moore, and I need to have a deputy dispatched out to me. The person that drove my son's truck last night, drove him home, hit a gal on Cloud Road and Central, and I just found out about it, so I was calling to see if they could come to my house.
Is your son there?
He's here. Yeah, he's here with me.
Yep.
And just so you know, I'm a lieutenant with Phoenix. I'm not asking for favoritism, but everyone's going to know anyways. Okay. I'm a lieutenant with Phoenix PD. It's my son.
Lieutenant Moore's message is relayed to a Maricopa deputy who reaches out to him urgently for more details.
Yes, I started getting phone calls. It's the only reason I even knew. So I went outside, I looked, there was damage on the front of the vehicle. And so I went inside and asked my son. His buddy called me immediately because he had seen the pictures online.
Right.
And said he was at breakfast. That kid's on the way here right now. Okay. The one that was at breakfast with him this morning.
Yes, sir.
That friend says that the girl he was on a date with was driving the truck.
Where is the vehicle currently located?
It's where he normally parks it, on the side of my house.
Okay.
It's on the side of the house.
Was he in the vehicle when the crash happened?
He doesn't know. He was passed out.
Okay, I understand. Does he know who was in the vehicle?
He was passed out. Wasn't it like 9 in the morning?
Yes, he does.
The deputy obtains his address and lets him know he needs to come speak with him in person.
And like I said, there's nobody delayed reporting. I didn't know anything about it.
No, I don't even.
Started getting phone calls, and he was passed out in his bed.
Yeah.
For as long as I can remember. So I don't know the times, but I'm just saying. So nobody was sitting here trying not to call you or anything.
No, I am very grateful for you putting the pieces together, sir. Thank you, and thanks for your son for coming forward.
It's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir.
So, just so they know he has an attorney, and that's only for protection because this whole thing's weird.
Yes.
So he's going to cooperate. I'm just waiting for the attorney to call me back. So this isn't because he's not going to talk. He's not going to cooperate.
No,
he's fully
exactly.
Going to cooperate.
We just have to make sure that,
I know.
that his rights are preserved.
100%.
So, totally
100%. That's all it is, and I think you'd call for your son too. So I'm
absolutely.
You know what I mean.
When he arrives, Lieutenant Moore greets him in the driveway, along with his son, 20-year-old Jacob Moore.
So we're going to do the initial, just get here, and then we're just going to kind of lock down until the detectives are done over there.
Oh, yeah. I ran our fatality squad at Phoenix for 4 years, so I've been a lieutenant for Phoenix for a long time, and this is one of the witnesses at the restaurant.
Hi.
Jackson. Okay. And they went to pick up another witness that was at the restaurant to bring him here.
Just breathe, dude. If it wasn't you, don't worry about it.
It might be him.
That's the big.
He looks a little guilty.
Big thing. Dad'll tell you, if it wasn't you, I get other things are going to happen, but
he's he's a young kid. He's never dealt with this before, so
I know.
He's just sad at how it's going to affect me. So I told him I love you, and I would be here regardless of that.
While waiting for detectives to finish surveying the crime scene, Lieutenant Moore leads the deputy to the truck.
So it's up here, the damage.
That is a big truck. There's like a 0 chance of surviving that.
You can see, I didn't touch it, so you can see the body fluid. I'm sure that's what that is. So
it's crazy. Is it barely did any damage because those trucks are so huge.
Yeah, but this, I thought it was weird because when I went back, I left the world back gate, and I came over here and went through the garage to get something. I'm like, why is this truck over here? It's never parked over here, and it's weird. So strange, but so.
Well, unfortunately, crud happens, but.
The deputy quickly snaps photos of the truck and the damage to the front left headlight. As another deputy arrives on scene, they learn the female Jacob claims was driving his truck is named Jennica.
Do you know, has anyone got a hold of Jennica yet?
He tried to call her because, I was freaking out, mind you, and I know your camera's on. Yep. Hi, hello. I wear one at work too. So, I go, I need her name, and he's like, he was kind of a daze, so I woke him up. He was passed out, and it took him a little bit to know what was going on. He was just tired, and so I woke him up, and he tried to call her, and she didn't answer the phone. And so it's some girl he met that he went on a date with. So I've never even met this girl. I don't know who she is.
Do you think it started this morning, or
what's that?
The date, was it this morning?
I have no clue, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Though Jacob isn't willing to speak to him.
It just seems really confusing. It was in the morning. He was passed out. His friend, who was a girl that he just met on a date, was driving his truck and then hit someone and then didn't say, like, what in the world?
Investigators without his lawyer present. His friend Jackson, who was with him this morning, agrees to answer questions. According to him, it wasn't a date, but rather a get-together involving multiple friends. After a long night out, the entire group went to a cafe.
Okay, so they were all hungover.
Called Heart and Soul.
We were there, ate breakfast, had some drinks.
Okay.
And
when you say drinks,
I was drinking. I don't know what they were doing. Okay. They were at their own table. They were drinking too.
Okay.
I remember.
Drinking what? Orange juice, water?
Screwdrivers.
Okay.
Starting early, huh? They were out the night before. Hair of the dog, as they say. What, 8, 9 in the morning getting drunk again?
Like orange juice. But,
Kyle, another friend who was with them this morning at the cafe, also arrives and agrees to answer questions.
Kyle's got that I just woke up here.
Where'd this morning start?
We went to breakfast at Heart and Soul, but to be honest with you, I wasn't paying any attention to what was going on there.
How'd you get to Heart and Soul?
I had some chick driving me, and to be honest, I don't even know her name.
Okay.
Okay.
She drove my truck.
She drove your truck. Did she pick you up in your truck or come to your house first?
Yes, we picked my
These people are just handing out the keys to their trucks to people they don't know. Very interesting stuff.
truck up, and then she drove me there.
All right.
We came from, I'm sorry, I don't even know where the hell I was.
We were in some house in Peoria or some shit.
Yes. We came from there.
Yeah.
We went to my truck, and then we took my truck to Heart and Soul.
Got it.
She drove back.
And you don't know her name?
I don't.
She just was acting as your DD?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know her name at all? Any nickname, first name, internet? Is she a friend of yours online?
I don't even think I met her before last night. But
Hey, stranger, here's the keys to my truck.
But she's got the keys to your car.
Right. Thank you, deputy.
she was sober, so.
I mean, great. DDs are great. Better have a DD to not. But just to be like, hey, yeah, would you drive my truck for me, person I've never met? How do you know that she was not sober?
A very trusting man, because.
Or she could have just stole the truck.
By Kyle's account, neither of the intoxicated boys drove their trucks, instead relying on two girls, Jennica and another female, who will soon be located and questioned.
I'm still sus on those two. Not Jennica. I'm sus on the son, Kyle, and then that guy right there or whatever. I don't know. Needing the lawyers present, the other guy not refusing to talk. Both of them not driving their own truck. I don't know. We'll see. We got 10 more minutes left of this video.
Meanwhile, Lieutenant Moore hands over his home camera system, hoping it may show evidence that Jennica was the one who dropped Jacob off at home this morning.
I just feel bad for this lady. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right.
I've done so many of those notifications.
Were you vehicle crimes as well?
I ran our vehicular crimes for almost 4 years, 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, social media is blowing up with it, right?
A situation where you have a true victim that
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything wrong. And,
It's horrible.
yeah.
It's absolutely horrible. Everything on social media is saying a girl's driving, because they were looking for the car. I didn't see that until the people start sending me stuff. So honestly, beyond that, I don't know.
That's interesting. So social media is saying that a girl was driving.
Yeah, they said they're looking for a girl in this truck.
That is interesting because that was not publicly released.
Investigators later locate Micah, the girl who acted as Kyle's designated driver from Heart and Soul Cafe. She explains that Jennica is her roommate and confirms the two were at the cafe with the boys that morning.
Who was driving?
Jen was driving and I was also driving. And then
So you're driving whose vehicle?
I was driving Kyle's.
Alright.
And Jennica was driving Jacob's.
By her account, Jennica didn't drive Jacob home, but rather to Kyle's house.
Let me backtrack a little bit. You guys get to Kyle.
I knew there was something shady with this.
What happens after that?
We get to Kyle's, we park the pickups, and we said goodbye to both of them, and we got in my car, and I drove back to campus with Jen.
Okay, so no hate or disrespect to Micah because she did the absolute right thing. Wasn't drinking, drove them home, then drove her and her friend home. Kudos to you. That's a great job.
So Jen was in your vehicle.
Yes.
Jacob and Kyle stayed at Kyle's house. Is that correct?
I believe so, unless they left after that, I'm not sure.
Micah explains she and Jennica have been with the boys since the night prior, but struggles to recall specific times and locations. Her lack of certainty prompts the detective to interrupt the interview with a pointed question.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you flat out. Are you covering for anyone?
No, I have no idea what's happening.
Okay. So do you understand the severity of this?
I do, yes.
Someone lost their life.
Yes, I know.
All right.
If I knew about it, I would say something. Like, I want to be in law enforcement after I get out
I don't think she's lying.
of college. Like, I'm a justice studies major. Like, I would not do that at all.
To piece together exactly what happened after leaving the cafe, investigators will need to speak with Jennica. They prepare to follow Micah to her college dorms, where she believes Jennica will be.
Honestly, I know exactly how that family is feeling right now. Because I lost my dad a few years ago. So
I certainly don't believe Micah is lying. It just doesn't, it wouldn't make sense.
It just breaks my heart.
At the dorms, Jennica admits to being at the cafe with the group and shares that Jacob and Kyle were intoxicated.
Clearly. I think they both still are in the morning. You can tell. You know, a lot of us know that hungover in the morning look.
Once they left, she confirms that Micah drove Kyle's truck and she drove Jacob's, with plans to meet at a friend's house. But what she says happened next changes everything.
I guarantee you it's Jacob. And I'll tell you what, if it is, and this dude, this kid Jacob over there to the right, the cop's son, if he tried to frame an innocent woman into a possible vehicular manslaughter charge, I hope he got life in prison.
We were driving on like a freeway. He was like, "You missed the turn, like you didn't tell me." So you missed the turn, let me drive. And he started like yelling. And he was like, "It's my pickup, like let me drive." And I was like, "You know what? I don't want to be in this vehicle. Like I don't want to be driving with you yelling at me." He was like all over me. And so I pulled over. So he drove there.
After switching seats with Jacob and arriving at the friend's house, Jennica claims that Jacob didn't want to stay, as he was tired and just wanted to go home. According to her account, he drove away alone, leaving her in the driveway.
Wow, I had a feeling. So he did set her up.
So, about 10 o'clock.
And it's very interesting, like, could the dad who was the lieutenant of him not know what's going on? Sure. But the fact that, like, his son wasn't speaking and he wanted to make sure that he had a lawyer and an attorney ready to go, where, like, the other two were just ready to speak because they were innocent, says a lot.
This morning, a woman was jogging on Cloud Road, was run down by a gray Ford F-250 and killed. Tracks registered owner happens to be a police officer.
Who's fancy called?
He doesn't remember how he got there, but he claims that you were driving during the night. and that you were driving that truck, and he wasn't.
During the hit?
It's looking like they're trying to place you behind the wheel when that woman was struck and killed.
What?
Thankfully, investigators wouldn't need to rely on hazy accounts, as video evidence would clearly show who was driving the truck.
Good. This son of a bitch almost got away with it.
Just before Lisa Mancuso was struck and killed. Just after 8 a.m. on February 24th, surveillance videos captured Jacob and Kyle arriving at Heart and Soul Cafe. Jacob can be seen dragging his feet, swaying off balance.
I mean, he looks completely hammered.
And showing signs of impairment. Minutes later, Jennica and Micah join the boys and sit at their table, and they're served alcoholic drinks. One friend, who wasn't with the group but seated in the bar area with Jackson, answers a serious question.
Who purchased the liquor? Because you guys are underage.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Were they
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, they're not even, I forgot, he's 20 years old.
asking for ID, or you just go in there and...
No, never asked.
As their waitress explains, Kyle and Jacob were both increasingly showing signs of intoxication.
They were just being obnoxious. They were sitting there dropping the N-word,
All right, so also racist.
calling each other and just using all kinds of profanity. So my concern was just to get them out.
At one point, after purchasing another round of alcoholic drinks, the waitress gave them only orange juice, telling investigators it's what they do if they believe someone has had enough alcohol. Around 8:30 a.m., Jacob can be seen with his arms around Jennica, with his head laying in her lap.
Yeah, and then, isn't that crazy, dude? All lovey-dovey with this girl, invites her out, and then like an hour later basically tries to ruin her life with a false claim that she hit and killed somebody. Like, are you kidding me?
He was passed out. Like, he was about to go to sleep, and they're like, yeah, he can't sleep up there. And I was like, yeah, it's probably best he leaves. So that's why the girl goes, yeah, he's tired. I'm going to drive. And he was drinking. So
Which girl said that?
Jen.
So once again, Jen just trying to be a stand-up person that says, hey, I'll just drive you home. You're in no shape to drive, which is a great friend.
She goes, I'm going to drive his truck. And I go, perfect. And I walked to the door, and then I went back to the bar.
Jackson stays behind at the cafe while the rest of the friend group prepares to leave. A short time later, the truck can be seen pulling into the driveway of their friend's house. As the doors open, Jacob exits the driver's seat, confirming Jenica's claim that the two swapped seats along the way.
Which is dangerous. Now, I know she probably felt weird that he was saying, like, let me drive, but man, phew. At that point, I mean, it's 2024, Uber and stuff exist, or at that point, man, I'm walking. Like, if I'm never getting, ever in my life, will get into a car with somebody that I even think could be intoxicated. I lost a friend of mine, rest in peace, Corey, in a drunk driving accident, in which one of the guys he was with tried to flee. It's a whole another story. It's just the stupidest thing you can do. But she's not in the wrong in terms of she was trying to help, put in a weird situation.
The two talk for a while and briefly hug before Jacob enters the driver's seat once more. Jennica walks to Micah's car to wait for her friend, while Jacob leaves alone.
Thank God for video footage, man, because that's why back in the 70s and 80s and even 90s, a lot of cases never got solved or people got away with things just because there was no real proof of things. If there wasn't an actual physical witness or a cop that saw it, people got away with things, especially things like hit and runs. Where now, if it wasn't for this video, this girl Jennica could be in jail.
The Mancuso would be violently struck and killed less than 10 minutes later. Still, according to a family friend, Jacob has no memory of being behind the wheel.
Oh, I'm sure he just got amnesia.
I said, nothing? You can't remember anything? He goes, I remember being at breakfast. He goes, and then the next thing he remembered was his dad waking him up.
I mean, he was either that drunk where you do not remember, or he's just lying, or it's a mix of both.
As more video footage is uncovered and additional friends are interviewed, investigators learn that Jacob began drinking as early as 11 p.m. the night before. After visiting multiple bars throughout the night, he enjoyed additional drinks with his friends at an abandoned racetrack.
When you guys are at the abandoned
He's getting served everywhere being 20.
racetrack, and you guys are drinking, about how much did you guys drink between everybody?
I think there was like a 12-pack that we had in the truck. So that split between everyone, which is just
What is that, 2.5 beers? Probably 3 beers each?
He had way more than that, though, throughout the night.
You guys were drinking at the racetrack. What'd you guys do with all the beer cans?
In the back of his truck.
You threw it in the back of the truck?
Yeah.
According to police records, 8 crushed beer cans were found in a dumpster, removed from Jacob's truck prior to the deputies' arrival. They'd been thrown away by Jacob's father, Lieutenant Moore, who openly admitted he did so before knowing the truck was involved in the accident.
I don't know. That feels a little shady.
So, could be protein and the Coors Light and the Monster. I picked up a whole handful of crap out of the back of his truck and threw it in here.
And while Jacob's father was seemingly conflicted over whether Jacob parked the truck in its usual spot,
Where he normally parks it, on the side of my house.
Well, why's his truck over here? It's never parked over here. It's...
This is seeming shadier and shadier by the second.
weird.
the camera system his father gave police ultimately showed Jacob arriving at home and exiting the driver's seat himself. In an interview recorded on the day of Lisa's death, a deputy acknowledged Lieutenant Moore's concern that the investigation might appear to show him preferential treatment.
In 26 years, there are untold sacrifices you've made. There are things that you gave up, things that you did for the better of, whether it be a citizen or an agency or another officer, things that you'll never get recognized for, things that you'll never get back, things that you've had to deal with that are untold and never will be told, the things that you saw and dealt with. I know.
It's the nature of police work.
Yeah. And for that to be called into, when something like this happens, because there's automatically that, well, he's protecting his kid, he's doing this, he's doing that, and I want to do everything to circumvent that.
Yeah, I'm not protecting anybody.
I know. That's
At all.
That's why we're having this conversation, because I had
I'm
a
not
feeling.
protecting anybody.
Though Jacob claimed to have no memory of the incident, he Googled DUI manslaughter on his phone at 2:37 p.m.
Well, there you go.
Less than
Got to have some sort of memory to be spelling that right and doing that.
10 minutes before his father reached out to deputies. He sent a text message to a close friend an hour later, one that seemed to suggest he knew what was coming next.
I was going to say, even before when they were saying, oh, it was the Jennica girl and you had this shot, he looked guilty.
Like, he said, hey, I love you, just so you know that. And I said, what makes you say that? He said, I might be going away.
At the time the Ford F-250 was seized by police,
Lord.
detectives were unable to prove that Jacob was behind the wheel at the time of the crash and couldn't get a warrant for a sample of Jacob's blood. DNA taken from the broken headlight of the truck would later come back as a match to 43-year-old Lisa Mancuso.
Once again, dude, it's just so sad.
After a warrant for his arrest was issued, 20-year-old Jacob Moore, in the company of his lawyer, surrendered voluntarily at the police station.
I'm going to guess he got 35 to 40, 25 to 30 years? Vehicular manslaughter, DUI, under the influence? Yeah, I would say 30 years.
His bond was set at $200,000.
Okay.
In April of 2025, as part of a plea deal, Jacob pleaded guilty to manslaughter and leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. He was later sentenced in 2025 to serve 4 years in the
Excuse me? Four years? Hold on, maybe there's something else.
Arizona Department of Corrections. He was also ordered to pay restitution to Lisa Mancuso's family and will be placed on 3 years of supervised probation following his release. For the
No, this can't be true. What kind of a plea deal? And that's what makes you think. Was it because his dad was the lieutenant that he pulled some strings? Under the age of the drinking age, driving drunk, DUI, vehicular manslaughter, fleeing the scene of a crime, 4 years? I was thinking 25 to 30 minimum. That's not enough justice for Lisa Mancuso, and I'm so sorry to her family for that. What in the world, man? Let me know what you guys think. But hello, does that not seem not just low, but like he's going to be 24. He killed someone. He ended someone's life. And tried to blame another person. How is that not even a crime? He tried to freaking put it on someone else. The girl Jennica, who was just doing the right thing. And because of all of those decisions, he still only got 4 years. There are people in jail for drug charges. And I know that, hey, drugs and selling drugs are great. Of course, it's not a good thing, right? But we're talking about manslaughter.
1 year anniversary of her death, Lisa Mancuso's friends and family gathered to honor her memory with a 5K, with runners wearing purple, Lisa's favorite color.
Oh.
If you'd like to see select new videos early and...
I mean, why? Dude, sometimes when these videos end, they really piss me off. Am I crazy? Hello? Let me know in the comments, please. What does that... What do you think? To me, that had to be the dad getting some sort of strings pulled, right? I mean, because what are we talking about? What are we talking about? 48 months in prison, and then he's out. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Okay, well, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. Sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. That's just nuts. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Appreciate it. Like the video if you don't mind. Just takes a second. Leave some comments. A lot to talk about. Hype the video if it's available. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But it does help. Whenever you guys hype it, I promise you it helps. The channel grows when you guys hype. And you know when the channel grows the most? When you subscribe. Or else it won't grow at all. So if you're here, made it to the end, haven't subscribed yet, please think about subscribing. Turn on notifications. Click the little bell. Hit the little drop down, the bell button. Set it to show all. Even if you just have notifications on, thank you. But if you don't set it to show all, YouTube will pick and choose what you get. I only post 4 times a week. I'm not going to spam you. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Quality videos every time. Thank you to my triple army. The merch. People have been asking about the merch drop. I'm going to be wearing it next weekend on Sunday. And it's going to be available. Not going to show you what it is yet. I'm going to be literally wearing it in the video. I'm very excited. I hope you guys support it. That will be available next weekend. My first ever drop on here. Very excited for that. I hope you guys enjoy it. But that's it, my triple army. Thank you so much. Please don't bother me while I'm watching true crime. Peace out.